Pitbull Cruz versus Angel Fierro. Who's going to win this fight? Well, first of all, who's going to win this fight? Let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Pitbull Cruz fought Rolly Romero, in which Pitbull Cruz rocked Rolly in round 1.
Cruz looking to drop Romero here in the first round. Romero's on.
Pitbull Cruz then rocked him again in round 7.
Of the 7th round, can Romero survive?
Pitbull Cruz then put more punishment on Rolly Romero and the rest enough and stopped the fight in round 8.
Romero again launches the right hand. Left hook. Romero takes the shot. Still standing. Referee.
After this, Pitbull Cruz went on to fight Jose Valenzuela, in which Pitbull Cruz started out very fast until Jose Valenzuela picked it up, took control of the fight, completely outlanded Pitbull Cruz, and Jose Valenzuela won by decision. Now let's take a look at Angel's latest performances, in which he fought Alfredo Santiago, in which both started off great, both went back and forth, both had some great shots, but Alfredo won by decision. And after this, Angel went on to fight L.A. Assad Valenzuela, in which Angel landed some great combinations, put a lot of punishment on L.A. Assad, and the rest enough and stopped the fight in round 5.
Now, before we talk about this fight, let's talk about the mistake that Pitbull Cruz is doing, which is going to ruin his boxing career if he continues to do this, and that is the fact that he went up to 140 and he's still fighting at 140, which makes no sense. Which I think that fight against Rolly Romero gave him and his team the confidence to stay at 140, but Ryo just proved why it's not a good idea to continue fighting at 140, or at least not against the top competition, because the top fighters at 140 are skilled enough and are smart enough to outbox and outclass Pitbull Cruz the same way that Tank and Jose Valenzuela did. And not only that, but Pitbull Cruz doesn't have the power to hurt these guys or knock them out, and Jose Valenzuela just proved that, as he got hit with some clean shots, and yet he took them shots and he was still able to return some of his own. But anyways, let's talk about this fight. Well, I think we can all agree that at first we didn't know who the hell Pitbull Cruz was fighting, but if we take a look at his opponent, Angel Fierro, we see that he stands with a record of 23 wins with 2 losses and 2 draws, and when seeing him fight, it's obvious that he likes to come forward and let his hands go. He basically has that aggressive Mexican style, but he does tend to get sloppy and he doesn't land super clean punches compared to Pitbull Cruz, and he also doesn't seem to have that knockout power and that aggressiveness compared to Pitbull Cruz. So although he's the bigger guy, I don't see him winning this fight. So the way I see this fight going is that Pitbull Cruz will be able to land the cleaner and more significant shots, and since Angel Fierro lacks the skill and high level experience, I don't see him outclassing or outlanding Pitbull Cruz. So I do see Pitbull Cruz being the better man on the front foot, and I do see him hurting and possibly stopping Angel Fierro, which he should be able to, because that would be an embarrassment if he can, and that should also be another sign that he should switch weight classes.